Make it rainbow on these bitches.
So throughout YouTube's history, there have been many cases where content creators get absolutely blown out. And one of these memorable occasions features the man, the myth, the cupcake legend himself, EDP445. Now everyone knows about EDP's famous or infamous cupcake video where it gets caught in 4K Ultra Dolby HD digital trying to pick up a 13-year-old cupcake whiz.
Skibbity toilet riz.
Now while retribution was swift and devastating with him being banned from all major social media sites, as he should be, relegating him to only the most fringe of sites like his now defunct website, during that time period he was still trying to sneak his way back into the mainstream. The most notable example being when he tried releasing a video debunking the sting operation video, catching him by saying that it was actually staged with an AI Obama voiceover by showing the most fake screenshots ever. Come on man, at least try to make him look believable. The names aren't even aligned properly with the emails. And don't even get me started on a horrendous crop job. He even had an AI generated voice of Obama for some reason.
Okay, and Javier is the gentleman wearing the brown t-shirt with a black beard. He was the one with that camera, correct?
Yeah, the curly-haired motherfucker who looked like he just crawled up out of a fucking dumpster and shit. Yeah, that's him.
Sorry man, not even God himself can convince the world that you aren't a cupcake-loving pedophile. I still to this day cannot fathom why he thought that would be a good idea. But considering how his best excuse for being caught in this sting operation was,
"Oh, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home."
I'm not surprised at all. But now that the dust has truly settled down, what has come of the cupcake legend himself? Well, long story short, he's managed to reestablish himself on YouTube again. I'm honestly surprised that he hasn't gotten banned again like the last couple times on YouTube. I guess YouTube finally stopped caring. But I'm sure the bigger question that you guys are asking right now is, what could he possibly be posting for the small remnants of his audience? Well, we got bangers like, shitted on myself eating Jack in the Box. Top 300 porn stars. By the way, that video and the concept of it is actually diabolical. Dude, I can't even name 25 people, let alone 300. And this dude has the processing power for 300 porn stars. That's simply vile! And that is putting it mildly. This is some advanced down battery right here. No wonder why you got caught in a sting operation. Bro was thinking with the wrong head. I at least hope they're all of age. You know, considering your past track record. But if you thought that was the end, don't worry. We also got more bangers like, Oil Me Up, Daddy, No Diddy, Flooded the Toilet at Chipotle. Imagine trying to walk to a bus stop or something and you hear this 34-year-old man describe clogging up a fast food bathroom. Scratch that. Imagine being a Chipotle worker that needs to clean it up. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I'd kill myself right there and then. And this cherry on top of the car crash of the high value content we got is, my cum smells like musty bleach. Yeah, I have no more words to say about this new content. While I'll be merciful and not subject you guys to any of those videos, because let's face it, those videos would be used as torture material at some top secret military black site, the video that we will be going over can only be described as an attempt to save face for his newfound / remaining audience. Upon viewing the video, the like to dislike ratio is hidden and comments are turned off, so you know that it's gonna be a banger. To save you guys 12 minutes, this video is a nothing burger. It's just EDP floundering around trying to defend himself and excuse his actions, poorly I might add, while not specifying what he did wrong. He doesn't even explain the situation behind the cupcake incident or any of his other times he got caught. As a matter of fact, his video is downright delusional. Overall, this video is a massive embarrassment, but I will say, at least there's no ukulele playing, so there's that at least. But without further ado, play that shit or whatever the kids say these days.
People are going to paint their narrative on you based on what they want to believe, especially when it comes to the internet and social media. One thing I want you guys to understand is that when you're dealing with trolls, when you're dealing with people on the internet who can just leave a comment and just run off to the scurries of their own, hiding spots, is that there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. There's no getting through to them. There's no, trying to get these people to understand where you are at that point in time in your life, addressing what happened a few years ago, the whole incident and stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys are clearly just racist trolls who want to unfairly slander and cancel a black man for the evil crime of getting a cupcake. So what if the cupcake was 13 years old? We eat much younger cupcakes all the time, what's the big deal? But on a more serious note, dude, you got caught trying to fuck a 13-year-old. What did you expect to happen? That we would all go, nah, it's chill, man, we all make mistakes from time to time. You can have your little oopsie-oopsie of messaging minors sexually. Obviously, people are going to be trolling you if you do that shit. It's almost as if people don't like child predators. Crazy concept, I know. But you want to know what the real crazy part is? The cupcake incident isn't even the first time EDP's been caught with minors. A couple years back, a YouTuber called Cold Raven was the first ever person to expose EDP for being inappropriate with minors. Now at the time, no one took him seriously and his claims largely fell on deaf ears. Obviously now he is vindicated, but you know what they say about hindsight, it's 2020. The point I'm making here is that EDP got a second chance at the YouTube life. And he threw it all away over a cupcake. Dude really couldn't keep his fat fingers away from the bakery. Imagine if he actually learned his lesson and never spoke to another minor ever again. He could have been continuing to bank off of YouTube. But no, wasted opportunity. GG man, go next. He could have convinced the whole world that he wasn't some groomer pedophile. Although considering some of the other interactions that he's had with minors since then, which I will explain later, he would have just wasted that second chance anyways, but we'd only hear about it much later.
I'll be the first person to tell you, I was in a very dark place in my life, very dark place. You know, had the fame, had the money, you know, had the status, you know. I thought that I couldn't be touched. And paid the price for it, you know.
Yeah, you guys don't understand. EDP was in a dark headspace, that's why he was trying to raise up underage squeakers. Quite horribly, I might add. Hey man, were you also in a dark headspace when Cold Raven exposed you? What about when you were in Gideon's Discord messaging his 15-year-old fan?
With this case, he actually talked to a 15-year-old girl.
Like a real one, not like a decoy?
No, like a real legit, like 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's not super shocking. A lot of people don't remember this, but he had a history of communicating inappropriately with minors way before that sting operation. So if that's true, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Was this like a investigation you conducted with like a team? Did you work collaboratively with the police? Like what exactly is all of it?
I tried to do an interview with him back in early July, but he phase drugged me and he was like, oh, you got to pay me. When we talked, he wasn't talking about paying and stuff. So I was like, bro, I'm not about to pay a fucking pedo. And so he left, but he joined my Discord. And the girl was in my Discord. And that's how he found her. And he messaged her because she had all of her social media in her Discord stuff.
This all sounds... Did you ever, like, contact authorities about it? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, so the thing about it is, like, I can't do it. Like, she did it.
As a result of this, Skeeter, Gene, and Gideon pulled up on EDP and caught him lacking at the dialysis center. Or even a couple months ago, when you were in a group chat with minors talking about that hot Tua.
She goes, oh yeah, you gotta give him that hot Tua and spit on that thing, you get me? That shit was funny when I saw that.
And also about shitting in their mouths. Like, damn, bro really wanted to give her that shit Tua and poo on that thing. You know, this isn't the first time an EDP has talked about shitting with minors. During the 13-year-old cupcake arc where he was caught by Alex Rosen, he was sending shit pics to the decoy. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Dude really thought sending girls pictures of his poop was a surefire way to rizz him up. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that EDP was a scat man. And I ain't talking about no musician. Oh, but let me guess, you were also in a bad headspace for those two events. You know, it seems like you're always in a bad headspace. You wanna know what most other people do when they're in a bad headspace? They go outside, they play games, they talk with friends, they talk to therapists. They don't inappropriately message minors like you do. I will give EDP this though. At least every time he gets caught, the girls are a little bit older. So eventually we have EDP dating actual, honest-to-God, adult women.
You know, there's going to be those motherfuckers out there, oh, EDP, just because you were in a dark place, that doesn't justify what you did. First off, don't try to put fucking words up in my mouth. We're not here for that shit. I'm here to explain to you where I was at in my headspace a few years ago.
Okay, in that case, your explanation sucks. The next talking point he has is learning from your mistakes and moving on.
The only thing that you can do as a human being when you make a mistake to this magnitude is to take responsibility for your actions, take accountability for your actions, understand that there is an issue, right? Understand that this is not normal. You know what I mean? To have these type of behaviors, they are not normal, right? Get the necessary help.
Yeah, that's where saying inflammatory statements and being offensive online, and not for trying to meet up to fuck cupcakes. Grooming minors isn't really one of those forget and forgive type situations. It's not really something that can be considered forgivable. It's either you did do it or you didn't do it. And brother, you did it.
Overall, just trying to make sure that the same mistake doesn't happen again. And you learn from your mistake. That's all you can do. And just try to improve yourself as a person.
Considering how you've been continuing to message minors well after the cupcake incident, like was the 15-year-old in Gideon's Discord server or was the group chat of 17-year-old high school girls, you will forgive us if no one believes that you're actually sorry and this video isn't just some sad farce to save face to a non-existent audience. EDP's next point is that he's only entitled to apologize to close friends and family.
What I want you guys to realize is the fact that I have sat down and I have apologized to my family, right? I've apologized to my diehard friends. And when I say diehard friends, I mean my friends who I'm
not going to comment on those relationships because there could be many different factors at play. Like, fair enough, it's their decision. I know it gets a little bit complicated when people you know get outed as monsters. But you, EDP, are still posting videos publicly so anyone can comment publicly on what you're doing. You're still choosing to be a public figure despite all the vile things you've done. Either get a real job and disappear from the internet, or continue to post videos but understand that your detestable actions of hitting on minors is unforgivable, and just accept that you'll be a communal punching bag online. Also, I hate to beat a dead horse here, but you have sexually messaged multiple minors and failed to vaguely mention them except for the cupcake incident. Do your close family and friends also know about those incidents? Or did that just conveniently slip your mind?
We made amends, we talked about it, and we moved the fuck on. That's all you can do.
Teehee, I made a little mistakey wakey ooh woo, but I moved on, so it's all good now. Anyone else have the problem of where you make the mistake of messaging minors sexually? If so, please let me know down in the comments below. Don't stress too much if you did it though, because you know, it's just a little teehee, oopsie whoopsie mistake that you can just move on from.
I'm gonna show you guys some bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all some bullshit. So, there are literally 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, you know what I mean, DMing me, hitting me up on Instagram, and they'll fucking type this message and they'll be all like, "Oh my God, are you the real EDP?" And the moment I respond with, "Yes, I am," what they'll do, right? And they think that they're fucking sneaky about this shit, right? Malicious intent. You feel me?
He does know that if the messages really got to him, he can just block or ignore it. He doesn't actually have to respond, right? Also, again, you tried to meet up with a 13-year-old. Obviously, people are gonna fuck with you online. What did you expect? A medal for grooming minors? You should honestly count your blessings that you aren't in jail and can still roam free in society. Because let's face it, once everyone in there finds out why you're in jail, I can promise you the inmates will do a lot more than just troll you online. While this whole video has been a wild ride of Olympic level deflection and dodging accountability, which is probably the most effort EDP has put into anything, especially considering his generous stature, you haven't seen anything yet. The best part is about to happen. So EDP is complaining about minors apparently hitting him up on Instagram or something and trying to trap him like he isn't openly choosing to flirt with underage people. But then he says something quite interesting.
I made a video a long time ago, and it was a video where I talked about, obviously adults should be held accountable, and they should be, they should get in trouble for messaging minors and engaging in those type of conversations in that particular way, right?
Okay, fair point. Adults should get in trouble for messaging minors inappropriately. First reasonable point EDP has made. But what will he say next, I wonder? Maybe this is a start that he needs to turn his life around.
I also feel minors should get in trouble for messaging adults. You feel me? Having a very malicious intent behind their messages. You feel me? And this is what I mean.
Never mind. Dude, what is this take? Minors should also get in trouble because you think it was the wrong head. No, you should be more responsible instead and either tell them to fuck off or better yet, just block/ignore them. I don't even know why this is a debate. The reason why only you are getting into trouble is because you're the adult. You're supposed to be more mature and have the common sense to not hit them up sexually. Don't get mad at the kids because you're too stupid to realize that you shouldn't be responding sexually to minors. How have you not learned this lesson after like 4 different times? Even if we give Bryant the benefit of the doubt, obviously, kids shouldn't be messaging adults like that. But we all know damn well EDP's ass was initiating that shit. But guess what? They're kids. They're going to be stupid by default. It's the adult's job to stop it and not encourage it. If I'm being kind of honest though, with that being said, if you're underage, please do not message adults sexually to try and bait them. I know it's EDP, the funny cupcake meme, but you are in real danger if you try to bait predators yourself. If you're dealing with a predator, just let law enforcement or reputable predator catchers handle it. I'm not too concerned about that with regards to EDP though, because let's face it, he has absolutely nothing going for him at this point. His fame and money is completely gone, he has zero positive reputation, everyone knows him as a creepy dude who is just trying to pick up a cupcake, and while I hate to play this card, don't even get me started on his looks. To put it simply, he looks absolutely dog water ugly, and if you let this man raise you up successfully after everything he's pulled, I'ma say it, you deserve to be groomed at this point. Fuck it. Kidding, of course. He then complains about minors messaging him on Insta or something to set him up, like we don't see the messages where he's messaging minors sexually.
This one chick, she messaged me, right? And she goes, "Oh my God, are you the real EDP?" I respond back with, "Bitch, how old are you? And who the fuck sent you?"
Even if they are just trying to set you up again, you already talked inappropriately with multiple children. As a matter of fact, in this video alone, there are 4 instances of you flirting with minors. There was a Code Raven incident, meeting up with a 13-year-old for a cupcake, flirting with a 15-year-old on Gideon's Discord, and finally being in a group chat with high school girls talking about Hawk Tua and shitting on them. It's too late to pretend like you're being baited when you openly fall for said bait hook, line, and sinker. I'ma be real. At this point, I'm not sure how many more ways I can phrase the fact that this dude tried to meet up to fuck what he believed to be a 13-year-old and messages little kids inappropriately. You guys get the idea.
Right? Because I know fucking well Skeeter John, Gideon, and all these fake ass wannabe Chris Hansen impersonating motherfuckers, more than likely they fucking sent you. You know what I mean? With their fucking no-life fucking ass, right?
Yeah, fuck that Skeeter John fella. We only watch Skeeter Gene. I got a question for you though, EDP. Why did they even show up in the first place? It can't be because you're black. Everyone else involved here is also black. Maybe Gideon and Skeeter are secretly shorthand for raccoons? That's not it. Oh, what about the fact that they're just jealous hating ass bums so they leech off your name and troll you? There's only one slight problem with that theory. You have nothing left to your name aside from fragments of a once great YouTube empire. Skeeter Gene and Gideon's YouTube channels both eclipse yours. Oh, I know why they pulled up to you at the dialysis center. You tried hitting up Gideon's 15-year-old fan in his Discord server. You even threatened to shoot her like that's gonna do shit over the computer screen.
He's under the FBI watch list and yeah. And also for the people blaming my parents, I respect your opinion, but my parents can't control what a 30-year-old man does. And I don't know, you sit here and tell me what the fuck would you do if a 30-year-old man that's very well known threatens you to come fucking shoot you if you speak up.
Oh no, but everyone else is just hating ass trolls who can't get underage little girls. I wonder why Bryant left this part out. Rather conveniently, I might add. Why does this mistake of communicating inappropriately with minors keep happening? I mean, we all know the reason why, but it's very telling when all you can do is vaguely dance around the cupcake video, or being vague about how minors should also get in trouble for messaging adults while not discussing any of the other times you've gotten exposed. EDP then goes into a rant about how he's being fucked with unfairly while trying to puff himself up like a pufferfish and act hard. I'm not going to show this part though because the points I'd make are the same as the points I've said before. He even tries to guilt trip by talking about other people being affected by people fucking with him.
Fucking with the lady, fucking with the sweet lady. You feel me? Minding her own business, good people, good-spirited fucking people.
Sounding like a broken record here, but dude, you got caught in 4K trying to meet up with a minor? What did you expect would happen? Also, where's this energy when you got caught in person? All you did was fumble your way through and waddle away awkwardly.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Let me ask you something. Just because you think a person is guilty or not guilty, right? What the fuck, under the law, what the fuck gives you the right to go out and start harassing people? Right?
I don't know, man. What gives you the right to sexually message minors and try and meet up with them? I mean, all of that is definitely illegal, but it didn't stop you. I guess it sucks that you're being fucked with IRL, but what did you expect? People to be like, yeah, that's cool, man. We forgive you now. You can continue to eat your cupcakes and also claim that minors hit you up and that they should also get in trouble. All good. Considering how you avoided jail time by the grace of God, you should count your lucky stars you can still make content. They would have turned your ass into a flabby fleshlight, especially after hearing why you're in jail.
And then, when they've decided that they've had enough, and they pull out that gun, and they shoot your motherfucking ass, right? All of a sudden, it was just a prank. All of a sudden, it wasn't that serious.
Yeah, you guys better look out. YN EDP is gonna slime you guys out. He got that toolie on him, and he's gonna let that shit bang! He's definitely gonna shoot you guys if you mess with him IRL, just like how he shot Chet Goldstein. Oh wait, you would just stand there and take the verbal abuse before awkwardly waddling away afterwards. Like what you did with Shidion and that Skeeter John fella. Or how about when you got pressed by some dude at a Walmart?
Who that?
EDP.
That's me, man. What's up, bro?
Look at this nasty ass.
Don't get your fucking ass beat, bro.
Nigga, beat it. Beat it, nigga. I'll beat your motherfucking ass in that store right now, you nasty ass child predator motherfucker. Yeah, you.
Don't get your ass beat, man. EDP mutters as he lumbers away. I don't see no switch, man. You got caught lacking, pussy. But for real, notice how every time EDP gets confronted, he just acts super awkward and dodges the question.
You can find some bad bitches.
Nigga, listen, man. I'm cool on that bullshit. I'm flying solo, nigga, from now on, man.
So you don't want bitches, but you want kids?
Block him. He's gone. Get him out.
You bad nasty big ass bitch. Just don't make nasty ass the fuck up. Bitch, you peanut head ass bitch. Bitch, you like touching on little kids. Bitch, you want a cupcake? Bitch, you want a cupcake face nasty big ass bitch.
On that note, he also decides to address the deepfaked Obama AI voiceover video, and that goes about as well as one would expect.
Why do you guys think it took me so long to make that ghetto ass piece of shit, half-assed apology video where I had the Barack Obama voiceover? I know, and my friends know, like I mentioned before in the earlier stages of the video, there's no reconciling with these motherfuckers. You feel me?
At least you admit the Obama video sucked. Only took you a couple years. Although I'm not quite following your logic for that video. So you knew that any response video you made would be received poorly. So you decided to fabricate emails to win us over. Outstanding work. This will surely convince us that you're innocent and not just a bad liar. Has it ever occurred to you that the reason why no one takes that response seriously is because you lied and included a meme AI voice? Also, that still doesn't explain why you're having inappropriate conversations with teenagers after the Obama video.
The only people that I need to address are my friends and my family members that I hurt deeply by my actions.
Okay, then go tell them. I don't know what you're doing here trying to tell us this like we're supposed to care. Also, you're still online posting content for the general public to see, so obviously we're free to see this and comment on it. Because turns out when public figures do stuff online, people tend to comment about it. Who would have thought? And when one of the things you've done online is try to meet up with a 13-year-old and talk inappropriately with little kids, don't act all surprised when people comment very negatively on that, because shocker, turns out people don't like predators for some reason. If you really only need to apologize to people close to you, why are you posting this video online? I thought we were all loser trolls whose opinions didn't matter. Why should you care what we think if that's the case? This entire video is just a typical Coke Seat Mauled classic where EDP talks about how he has owned up to his mistakes despite being very vague and non-descriptive about them, because those are definitely things that innocent/apologetic people do. Overall, this whole video is just yet another one of EDP's many endless embarrassments online, showing the fact that he's completely delusional to the point of thinking that he should be forgiven for trying to meet up with little ass kids sexually, and him trying to desperately sweep away any actions he's taken, whether it's him downplaying being caught in 4K or not even talking about all the other times that he's groomed minors. Even if he was genuinely remorseful for inappropriately rizzing up underage minors, this isn't something that you can come back from for reasons that should be obvious. Okay, this isn't like you got caught saying a slur or something or scammed someone. This is something with genuine, hard-hitting, societal, and legal repercussions. Just take the L, accept the fact that you will never be big on YouTube again, and consider yourself lucky that you aren't in jail. I've long since accepted that you probably won't face any real justice from the law at this point, so the next best thing you should do is get therapy and seek genuine help for your freak ass. I'm honestly surprised that he isn't banned on YouTube again, considering how hard YouTube brought down a hammer initially on him, but I guess they no longer care anymore. I at least hope that YouTube has the common sense to not give him monetization back, since he is ban evading and should get his YouTube channel terminated, but again, he's not big enough to get on YouTube's radar, speaking metaphorically of course. If I'm being real though, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he got caught yet again sexually messaging minors. Even after Gideon's Discord was a 15-year-old, and a group chat of high school girls where he's talking about Hawk Tua and shitting on them. The only upside is at least the girls he messages get older every time, from 13 to 15 to 17. At this rate, he's going to be messaging honest to God, adult women. So the youngins of this world have nothing to fear now. Only took Bryant a couple tries, but he finally got the right idea. Congrats to him! It's just a huge shame that he had to go down this dark path though. I'm not gonna lie, before the Dark Ages, he was actually funny and entertaining. While some of the stuff he said was kinda gross in hindsight, but he had a certain openness about him to say it like it is that one could respect. Hell, I used to watch him pretty regularly back in the old days. The only thing I'm going to say about that is that it's a real shame how far he's fallen. A real disappointment. All in all, EDP is washed and he'll never get back his YouTube glory days. He had everything a YouTuber could want. Fame, money, power. And he threw it all away for a goddamn cupcake. He was raking in mad stacks with minimal effort, and that's all gone now because he couldn't keep it in his pants. Bro thought was the wrong head. Generational inting right here. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that EDP, Diddy, Epstein disciple blood. On God.
Let's